So here we are back again. I've reset the MCB now because we blew it because it couldn't take both. My MCBs in this place are very sensitive, so I'm going to have to give this a good pad testing, I think, because it shouldn't have blown the MCB because it's only, oh yes, it could have done, but that would be a 30 amp, so that should have taken at least 6 kilowatts to blow it. This is 2.28, so I'm going to need to pat test this. Anyway, so we turn the toaster upside down, we remove this panel here, and you can get at your elements. This is the element we need to replace here, this one. Now it's a very simple job, because I am using my phone and I'm waiting for parts. I can tell you how to replace it. So there we go. Turn it upside down, you've got your plate facing you. Now, before you go any further, make sure you can see the plug, because it's extremely dangerous. There are so many things you could take hold of, and then of course if you get a shock, your muscles grab at it and you can't let go. We're talking mains voltage, so it is a lethal voltage inside these toasters. I've taken the bread tray out, and these feet are along here. There's 4, and there's a couple of screws in the middle as well. And so take those 6 screws out, 4 of which are feet. Only have Phillips screws, no special security screws on this, thank God. They keep changing them security screws. It drives me around the something bend. But anyway, so we take that off then, the plate off the bottom. There's your model numbers on there, by the way. And made in England, good. Now when you open the bottom, you'll see you've got your element here. Now I've got to replace the centre element on this. Now to remove the element, it's quite simple. Right, we can see our plug, so that's good, we can start. And now this, you won't be able to just pull them out. You can't just pull them out. There's a nut and a bolt on there, and a nut and a bolt there. So you remove the nut and bolt there and there, and move this out of the way. This buzz bar here, we'll call it. It just supplies the neutral side of the line, and this is your power supply here. Now what we're going to have to do here is move this out of the way, so we'll bend that out of the way once we've undone the nut and bolt, and we can bend this out of the way. Don't bend these lines too much because they are not flex, they're wire, and if you keep bending you'll snap it and you'll have a problem. Now to get that out, when you're undone that nut and bolt, you still won't be able to just pull the elements out, it won't. There's a bar here which will be across like this, because here's one I started earlier. Undo the nut there, and the nut up the other end. You'll have to just yank this out of the way gently to get at that nut with a spanner or your pliers. You only need to turn it a couple of turns, and you'll find you can then push it back out the way, and then your centre element will lift out. Okay, just the centre element, because you won't have those nuts and bolts on it then. And then you can replace your centre element, being careful because they are quite delicate, these elements are, and you know, if you catch them you can break the elements quite easily. They're not tough, so be careful how you do that. And then you'll do your nuts up, you know, bend your wires back into place gently, and your neutral bar here, and put your slider across, make sure it's all tidy in there, put your vice back on, and then put your feet back on it, here, put your bread tray back in, and then plug it in and test it, and away you should go. And you can clean it out while you're here, because it's bound to be pretty mucky in there with breadcrumbs everywhere, so it's a good idea to give it a little gentle clean out. Look under this, all the breadcrumbs. Now you can get them out of there while we're at it. Okay, and remember this is actually upside down at the moment. And there we are, and I will be cleaning this out here, and there we are. So that's your model dualit model combi 2 plus 2, 240 volts. Watts, 2.28 kilowatts. 2.280, 2,280 watts, which is roughly about 6 amps, 5 or 6 amps. I always say there's like, you know, if you give 4 amps per kilowatt, you'll come up with the current where it should be drawing. But these are a nice toaster. They're very basic and they're so well made. I mean, this is thick alloy aluminium, you know, made in England. You see, none of your junk here. No plastic on there, mate. It's all good stuff. Look at this. Where this is made? It's made in Penarth Street, London. Would you believe? Good stuff. That. I'm not surprised the chap brought it in to have it repaired. Anyway, next thing we're going to do on the next video will be this coffee maker here, which is apparently it's a bit blocked up in the jets and everything. This is my workbench, by the way, and I've got all my gear here. Toolbox. I've got my pat tester there, and in the pat testing box when I'm repairing microwaves, we've got I've got this. What's this stick? Oh, this is my microwave leakage detector here. You run that around the seals and doors of the microwave to make sure that there's no more microwave leakage than is at an acceptable amount. And when the item passes its pat test, and you've checked all the plugs and the leads and the bodywork, and make sure the plug's up to standard, and then you do your pat test. When it passes, then we put one of our stickers on it. And what we got up here? Our multimeter, special screwdrivers. There's all my security bits there, and we do a lot of repairs in here of different things, you know. And we've got lawn mowers in, jet washers, vacuum cleaners, and heaters, hedge trimmer, which may be heading to the scrapyard. Depends how much a new charger's going to be. It's been butchered, the charger has, which is a great shame because they're about 70 or 80 quid to buy them are. And we've got an Accordioncafe microwave, which they don't make or supply. This door latch, which I've tried to bodge up out of desperation, but I'm going to make one of these. What I intend to do is to put it inside a clay mould, make a shape of it, and then I may make it in fiberglass. That shape what I need. Yes, so there we are. And so there we are. Good luck with your toaster, but be sure that you always pull the plug out before you take any screws out. Remove the plug, because this is all mains voltage. It will kill you. Simple as that. Thanks for looking. This is Accordioncafe saying bye for now.